We've seen a trend in recent video games where they're just trying to make women ugly. This is, of course, across all media. It's not new to video games or just specific to video games. It's been a 20-year concerted effort in order to try to just like make women something that you can't enjoy the cheesecake or just a beautiful woman's body anymore. It's just something that's really weird. And it's coming from the woke. You'd think maybe it would come from like the religious right or something like that, saying cover up, which is not a bad idea. But it's not. It's quite the opposite. It's about like women's like empowerment or some sort of garbage by trying to just ensure that everything you see on any sort of screen just like has no sort of appeal whatsoever. I noticed this with Sydney Sweeney in Madame Web. They actually made her look frumpy, a very weird thing and very difficult to make her look frumpy to begin with if you know what she looks like. Odd stuff. But they've been doing this in video games as well. We know that they've toned down Lara Croft's sort of look in order to try to make her look less appealing, I guess, towards men, which is odd because, again, it's a very action-oriented video game, which is only going to appeal towards men. We have X-Men 97, the cartoon, which is changing Rogue to look less feminine and look a lot more androgynous. And we've had problems, of course, across the board with this, but we've seen something from a Final Fantasy VII remake where it looks like they're actually allowing cheesecake into things. And I'm very surprised by this because I reported that they changed one of the scenes, of course, with their localizers in order to just appease the feminist woke crowd before. We'll talk about both of these as we kind of look in Final Fantasy VII. But a very odd thing got revealed today, and of course, gamers are very happy about it. Make sure to hit the like and subscribe button, everybody. My name is John Delarose. I'm editor-in-chief of fandompulse.com, which is where you can get all your great news from comics to movies to video games. We've got you, and we are doing the hardest-hitting news out there. We covered this article on the channel a while back. This is by our contributor, Eddie Brock, who talked about how Square Enix ditches Tifa's panties in FF7 Rebirth here. And the producers claim they're embarrassed over the classic game mechanic. Now, what happened was there's a scene in there where you're playing as Cloud, if you remember the old game, and you're going through Tifa's like stuff, and it's just a joke. It's literally something that's just meant to be just humorous there. You click on the chest in there, and you grab Tifa's panties. Tifa gets mad at you over that, and that's the whole deal. And that is something that is deemed, I guess, too edgy for modern audiences, right? And so that's exactly where they were going with it. So I expected there's going to be a bunch of woke changes in this regard to make Tifa less pretty and all that. And we know that they've toned down her bust size, just like they're doing with all women these days. Very bizarre. But then they came out with this clip, and this has been making the rounds on the internet the last couple of days. Here we are. This is ultra fan service right here. Look at, here we got Tifa, and wow, this is allowed in modern day video games? Holy crap. It looks like quite the opposite of everything they've been attempting to do so far. And people are really enjoying this. And this is something that is bound to be pissing off the woke crowd 100%. You can just hear the shriek and cries of feminists as they look at this and go, oh my God, how dare you put Tifa in that kind of outfit? The male gaze is back and it's going to be destroying video games. We need equality, representation, and the stop of harassment and normalizing women being sexualized. Whew. Those are the kinds of rants which we can look forward to and the salt of the tears that are coming from this kind of thing. It looks like Japan just has this sort of situation where they're just like, you know what? We're not going to go that far for you. I've seen Japan kind of pushing back against the American counterparts that are trying to, of course, sterilize and androgynize everything, which is really just in the name of transgenderism, but that's another rant for another time. All right, leave a comment with what you think about this. Hit that like and subscribe button. We'll be back soon.